Chapter 10 becomes a turning point in the investigation. The emotional weight of Zara's murder continues, but now the story moves closer to uncovering deeper connections and possible motives. Suspense intensifies as new information starts coming to light. Investigation gains momentum. By this chapter, the police have gathered significant evidence. Detailed call logs, location tracking data, CCTV movement patterns, statements from friends and acquaintances. The timeline of Zara's last few hours is clearer. However, one critical question remains unanswered. Why did she urgently call Keshev? This message continues to be a central piece of the mystery. Keshev's active involvement. Unlike earlier chapters where Keshev mostly reacted to events, in Chapter 10, he becomes more proactive. He begins revisiting past conversations with Zara, looking through old messages, thinking about people she mentioned recently, connecting small details that once seemed unimportant. He realizes that Zara may have been under stress in the days before her death. There were subtle signs, tone changes, shorter replies, distracted behavior. This realization strengthens his belief that the murder was not random. Emerging suspects. The investigation starts narrowing towards certain individuals connected to Zara's personal or ideological circles. Possible motives begin forming. Ideological disagreements, personal betrayal, political manipulation, hidden secrets. The chapter builds suspense without revealing the killer. Instead, it layers complexity. Readers sense that someone close to Zara may have played a role. Internal transformation. Keshev's emotional journey continues evolving. He is no longer the broken, insecure ex-boyfriend from the beginning of the novel. In Chapter 10, he shows greater emotional control, logical thinking, a desire for justice, courage to face uncomfortable truths. He also begins to accept that Zara had parts of her life he did not fully understand. This acceptance shows maturity. Rising stakes. The political and social angle continues influencing the case. Public opinion grows stronger, and media narratives begin shaping the story. The investigation now carries larger implications. It could trigger communal tension. It could expose extremist networks. It could damage reputations. The tension is no longer just personal, it is societal. Psychological tension. Despite growing stronger, Keshev still faces anxiety. The fear of wrongful accusation. The pressure of police questioning. The emotional pain of loss. This combination keeps the narrative intense and emotionally layered. Climax buildup. Toward the end of Chapter 10, hints suggest that investigators are getting closer to uncovering a major truth. There may be a key inconsistency in someone's statement, a suspicious digital trace, a hidden communication. The chapter ends on a suspenseful note, preparing the reader for significant revelations ahead. Themes in Chapter 10. Truth emerging from complexity. Emotional growth through crisis. The intersection of personal tragedy and politics. Courage versus fear. Justice and responsibility. Importance of Chapter 10. Chapter 10 acts as a major build-up phase in the novel. The investigation becomes sharper. Suspicion becomes more focused. Keshev transforms into a determined truth seeker. The story moves closer to major revelations. The mystery around Zara's death now feels ready to unfold in dramatic ways in the coming chapters.